Angel Morales, co-founder of Smarter Remarketer, Chief Innovation Officer. My job day to day is to keep tabs on where the industry is moving, keep tabs on where our product's at, and make sure the two hopefully intersect frequently and meaningful.
Matt Tyner, Director of Finance here at Smarter Remarketer. Day to day, always changing. Started out in the accounting and finance focus of the business. Assisted, led fundraising here.
When did you guys decide to raise seed capital, and why?
I decided to raise seed capital. We were a team of 4, and it was right around when I started to run out of money, which was pretty quick. And we knew that there was a market opportunity. We knew that to capitalize on it, you needed to build. In a previous startup, I had tried to raise money on a slide deck and a promise and a smile. Not necessarily an award-winning smile, but a smile nonetheless. Didn't fly. So we decided that this time around, we were going to go out, we were going to build a rapid prototype, we were going to prove out the validity of that prototype by having one client. We achieved that, and then we knew that to commercialize, we needed to start raising cash.
In terms of your seed capital, when you guys raised it, how did you spend it? And if you could do it again, would you do it differently?
Interesting.
Yeah, that's good. Honestly, you really don't have any choice but to spend seed capital pretty tactically. We primarily spent on building the commercial product that was based on the prototype. Early on, I mean, we were fortunate. We had a lot of relationships in our target vertical, which is retail. So we didn't have to spend a lot of money on sales and marketing. It was more like we could pick up the phone and go, "Hey, we finally built it," and they were in. So the early stage seed money, it was spent really tactically, primarily on R&D, and then getting out to a couple conferences, airfare to fly out and meet with some prospects. As we moved a little past that early seed, where we were actually a sprout, that's where the challenge that we encountered, and Tyner was with us at this point, but we were raising just enough to act tactically when we should have been able to raise more money in one point so that we could act more strategically. We could take some of the risks that are required in order to grow a business versus to sustain, kind of that really sprout level company. And frankly, back then it was pretty hard to raise money in one fell swoop, here in Indy.
I think to add to that a little bit, we talk about what we would have done differently if we had the chance. The importance of sales leadership, I think, is something that really stands out to me as a potential growth area. Your need for funding obviously decreases when you can bring money in the door. So really focusing on sales talent early on and sales spend areas, I think, are as vital as anything else, especially as we talk about valuation these days and ultimately what happens when you go raise more money.